It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or mid-traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. If he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
On play action, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Allen on third. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The York on now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Bills 16, Chiefs 7.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
To throw on second down, Richards. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
87 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
14-yard line. 1-yard gain.
On second down now. It's Cox. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cox. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. On third down, Richards. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offense.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On second down, it's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking to throw on second down. Richards. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw on third down. Richards. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle they go. It's Cox. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Richards.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, Cox. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. York now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Chiefs take over first down again at their own 24.
The
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Come on. We got it.
Allen going to keep it again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, 224 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, Richards. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cox.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop it for no gain for the 2nd straight play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
33.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Let's go. Go, check.
Right back to him on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cox, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Trucks over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cox runs over him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Cox. And some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richards. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Very short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He's going to go up top again. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On second down. It's Cox. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They'll run on first down. Cox. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye.